Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
With America's distaste for Hillary reaching record levels, making her the most unpopular Democratic nominee in American history, as ABC and Clinton cheerleader The Washington Post reported, among all adults, 56% now view Clinton unfavorably, up 6% points in 3 weeks, compared with 63% who say the same thing about Trump. Among registered voters, the two candidates have nearly identical unfavorable ratings. 59% for Clinton versus 60% for Trump. And those are the numbers given by the mainstream crack house media that support the Clinton machine. The Washington Post even added that if it weren't for Trump, in fact, Clinton would be the most unpopular major party presidential nominee in modern American history. Why is she so unpopular? It's simple. Most people hate being lied to, and Hillary's entire career is a series of lies in slow motion. Just a few of the zingers include statements like these when she said she never received nor sent any material that was marked classified on her private email server while Secretary of State. She said, "You are 3 times more likely to be able to get a mortgage if you're a white applicant than if you're a black or Hispanic, even if you have the same credentials." And the delusional remark that we now have more jobs in solar than we do in oil. But there she was, speaking today to the American Legion in Cincinnati, Ohio, railing on about her hypocritical understanding of the exceptionalism of the United States of America.
The United States is an exceptional nation. I believe we are still Lincoln's last, best hope of Earth. We're still Reagan's shining city on a hill. We're still Robert Kennedy's great, unselfish, compassionate country. And it's not just that we have the greatest military or that our economy is larger than any on Earth. It's also the strength of our values, the strength of the American people. Everyone who works harder, dreams bigger, and never, ever stops trying to make our country and the world a better place.
An exceptionalism she took advantage of as Secretary of State as she fueled her pay-to-play Clinton Foundation empire, and the exceptional Americans she took advantage of on that night, September 11th, 2012, when 4 Americans lost their lives and 10 were injured in an attack on a diplomatic compound fronting for a CIA weapons storehouse in Benghazi after a stand-down was ordered that Hillary oversaw.
And you see Congress scared to go the next step of saying, hey, you did this on purpose and you were caught lying, you witch.
Who should have been held accountable was Hillary Clinton for having gone into Libya. But Gowdy never discussed this issue, never went into the real problem of how she created a chaotic state and a terrorist state. The building itself was not a State Department building. It was a secure consulate, which basically goes under the CIA.
She painted Trump as an isolationist who threatens to walk away from our allies. Allies like LGBT-hating Saudi Arabia that have beheaded 101 people this year, on par to beat last year's record of 158. She spoke about immigration, regardless of the fact that just days ago her husband was declaring that the Syrian refugees should be relocated to Detroit to rebuild it. Rebuild it into what? Bill, an American no-go zone of Sharia law? Hasn't Detroit suffered enough under you and your NAFTA cohorts? She claimed that Russia hacked into the DNC.
You've seen reports. Russia's hacked into a lot of things. China's hacked into a lot of things. Russia even hacked into the Democratic National Committee. Maybe even some state election systems.
Of course, this has yet to be proven, and for the most part has been disproven.
I am deeply honored to have so many retired military leaders backing me, along with these Republican experts.
Hillary is unpopular because she is simply difficult to even listen to if you have half a brain. Meanwhile, where was Donald Trump? Right where a modern presidential candidate should be, getting it done. John Bound for Infowars.com.
Brain Force is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force.
One of the worst things with most energy products is it's not sustainable, right? You're going to crash and going to feel really bad afterwards. This has a bunch of different antioxidants and compounds and polyphenols.
Everybody's on these drugs to knock their brain out because the brain's so fried.
We kept changing this formula over and over and over again until it became sort of a grand puzzle. For example, the L-theanine inside of it, that is activated by the different compounds in the yerba mate that we put inside of it as well. This just increases the compounds you already have.
This is what you're actually designed to run on.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a car will run on one form of junkie gas, but it runs really good on what it's designed for. You will find Brain Force, Survival Shield X2, and other game-changing products at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.